Do you want to be miserable, or do you want to be happy and content and satisfied with your life? You can experience a miracle of healing too once you come to the realization that you have control. Hey Health Heroes, welcome back to Adamimmune, the channel about helping you improve your autoimmune health naturally. And today I want to give you a part 2 in this Healing 101 series. Today we're going to be talking about mindset. This is the key to healing. Terrible things have happened to us. That we cannot deny, right? It has left us a bit traumatized, I would say, right? Just the disease itself can be traumatizing. There can be other root causes underneath that. But altogether, we really have to call this our initiation process. It is what gives us our power to heal. Despite that terrible thing happening to us, whether your disease or another traumatic event in your life, we don't have to react to this for the rest of our lives. We can be proactive. This is how we change our lives and heal. In order to heal, you have to have an aim set on healing. You have to have a healing mindset. You see, we are blind to 99.9% of things that happen in this world. Whether it just be out of our focus, like it's not around us, it's in another country, or it's not happening directly in front of you, you physically can't see it. Also, our brain blocks out most of other things, even if we do see them. Otherwise, we would just have sensory overload all of the time. So we only see what we want to see, where our thoughts lie, what our focus is, what our intent on our lives happens to be. So at any given time, we are blind to all things that are not serving the purpose of our aim. This is probably a survival mechanism. In the before time, humans would have been focused on reproduction and food. Did you have food? No food? I better go look for food. But now, in this modern unnatural world, we have all of the things right in front of us. We can attain all of those things almost instantaneously. So we need to guide our focus in more productive ways. A lack of focus or aiming at the wrong thing in your life will both end up in a miss, which equivalates to unhappiness. Your ability to enjoy life and get satisfaction out of life and really to be content really has direct correlation with your control over your life. How do we do this? We have to set our aim on something that is worthy of our time, such as healing, and we want to also make sure that our focus is not too narrow. If you only have a hammer in your toolkit, all your problems will become a nail. If I thought diet was the only thing that could heal me, I would be seeing everything as a food issue. I would be missing so much, and I would not be healing optimally. I wouldn't be making this video if I thought everything was about food, right? Our mentality is very important. It is the key to healing. But the overall aim should be on healing. And if I am not going through my day putting everything through the lens of healing, I'm going to miss something. You need to be thinking about healing in all areas of your life. When you wake up in the morning, how are you waking up? Are you having a positive mindset or a negative mindset? You are your thoughts. If you only think negative thoughts, you are only going to have negative outcomes in your life, and no one will be able to stand you, and that in turn is a vicious circle, which will make you more negative. You'll wonder, why does nobody want to be around me? Why do I have no friends? Why am I so miserable? Why am I so unhappy? We do need other people, to an extent. We need to be self-aware of everything. When you wake up in the morning, are you taking care of yourself? Are you going and you're eating waffles and pancakes and just sugary breakfast? Are you eating breakfast cereal? What are you doing in your life that is not progressing your healing? Here's a question that you can ask yourself that I think will help. This is what I ask myself. Is this natural? Okay? So when you wake up in the morning and you have a hot shower, well, is a hot shower natural? It's not, is it? And for a lot of people, that's actually going to be inflammatory. You can equate unnaturalness with inflammation. There are exceptions to every rule, but trust me, this will help you. Is this food natural? Is it natural at this time? Is it natural in these amounts every day, this time of year? Think about it. This is called mindfulness. Being aware of not only your surroundings, but what you are doing, your mindset, maybe your spirituality as well. But looking at all possible triggers, all possible things that could be contributing to your overall inflammation, or things that are triggering your autoimmune disease, or your anti-inflammatory disease, or whatever chronic disease that you have. There is a cause and an effect, okay? It is not happening for no reason. When you're being mindful, you are also listening to your body, You are listening to your symptoms. In the before time, I ignored my symptoms because as a child, an unknowing child, an ignorant child, I did not know these things. But now I know that food is medicine. And once you know that living a natural life can heal you, you cannot go back. This is your mindset now. Once you realize that it's possible to heal, what else could be more important in life? I wanted it so bad I would have done anything. If you are not willing to give up the things that caused your disease, you will not heal. I was willing to give up tacos. I was willing to give up pizza, ice cream, negative people, my toxic hobbies that were not serving my purpose of healing. That one thing in your life that you know that is keeping you from healing, you know what it is. Get rid of it. I am not leaving you any excuses. That past trauma is over. You need to forgive that person. You need to forgive yourself. You deserve healing. It is not about that other person anymore. It is about you. What you do today will determine your future. You don't have to suffer unnecessarily. You have to let it go. And I know that is something you just can't do instantly. This is a process. I have seen miracles. You can overcome horrible, horrible obstacles in your life. It's one day at a time. You will do it, I promise you. But you have to make up your mind. You have to accept the healing. That you want that. And life will guide you that way. That's how this focus aim process works, guys. That's how mindset and mindfulness works. You will get what you seek, for better or worse. Diet, it seems to be, very difficult for most people. And it has been for me, admittedly. On my road to remission and losing 150 pounds, I have struggled. I have really struggled. I know we all do. Look, why was Sherlock Holmes such a great detective? Because he was always aware of his surroundings and environment. He saw things that other people didn't see. But it wasn't because he was so much smarter than them, it's because he was watching for them. He knew what to look for. Once you get this down, once you learn your triggers, once you discover all these inflammatory lifestyles, you will know to stay away from them. Once you figure out healing, there's no going back. It's just a part of you. It becomes a part of you. It's ingrained in you. It becomes easier over time. Not because it is an easy thing, but because you become stronger. You know more, and knowledge will set you free. Again, you don't want to be too narrowly focused, okay? You need to be open to new ideas, new theories. Always open to new things that could be causing inflammation in your life. Not just food. Always have that lens of, is this natural? Is this healing? Is this bad for me, personally? Is this choice in my life going to bring me closer to healing or further away from it? I realized all this because even when I was younger, I had the focus, the aim of always wanting to better myself. I had so very little control over my life with my disease my entire life, right? I'm not trying to compare myself to other people. I'm trying to compare myself to how I was yesterday. Life is an incremental process, just one little step after another. If I'm better today than I was yesterday, and I always will be one step better the next day, think how great I'll be in 10 years. Think how great you will be if you just take that one step. Here's another question that you can ask yourself. What is one thing I can change about myself today? You already know what that is. You can improve your life dramatically by taking that one step. If you can see success in that one thing, imagine what else you can conquer. One step can turn into 1,000,000. That is how the most successful people on earth change the world. You need to have goals, long-term goals, but you also need to have short, attainable goals, okay? This is what gives you the motivation to keep going. That is how you change your life. That is how you reach all of your goals. But make sure your goals are not only attainable, but you have the passion to get there. If you do not want them enough, you will not attain them. For me, like I said, all I wanted was healing, and I had to figure out the steps to get there. Now, there's something I want you to remember. Your disease is not your fault. You do not have to blame yourself. Maybe it's because of what you ate. Maybe it's because of how you lived. It doesn't matter. You don't have to accept that blame. We live in this unnatural world. We were set up for failure, guys. We had no choice in that. But what we do now, our healing, it is our responsibility. You can use that, your past, as an excuse to never heal. Most people will. But if you want to be a true health hero, you will figure out a way regardless. Do you want to be miserable, or do you want to be happy and content and satisfied with your life? You can experience a miracle of healing too once you come to the realization that you have control over your happiness, amazing things happen. Always keep the hope. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. Thanks for sharing. See you next time.